Alright, hey guys, it's AxiomaticUncertainty here, and I'm back with another video in the Discord tutorial series. And today we're going to be covering removing messages from the message history of a text channel, and also targeting specific users based on mentions in a command. So let's just get right into it. So as you know, yesterday's bot allowed us to return this GIF upon writing !hello, and so today we're going to build on this ! Prefix, and we're just going to go into our code and add a new command. So this command is going to be added through an else if statement, and we're going to say message.content.starts_with, and we'll just call this command clear, right, since we're going to be clearing all this user's messages from their message history. Now, in addition to that, actually, what we're going to be doing is just checking to see if the message has any mentions, because we don't want to try to complete the rest of the code if there isn't any mention, because obviously that's an invalid command then. So what we'll do here is we'll say if message.mentions.users.first, and so this just checks if this returns anything. If it doesn't return anything, that means there are no mentions, and therefore we can't execute this command. So now that we know that we can execute the command, we're going to actually do it. So what we can do here is we can actually retrieve our message history for that text channel. So how we can do that is just say message.channel, as we did last time. And now that we've retrieved the channel, we can actually do messages, and it gives us every message that's ever been sent in that text channel. And now we can say .for_each, and in here we're just going to again use that ES6 syntax for this function, and so this for each loop will just loop through each of these, and it'll give us an instance, and it passes it through here. So we've defined that instance as being called MSG. And so now we can interact with the given message in the message history, and this will loop through every message, so we don't have to worry about replicating this code anywhere else here. So for each message, what we're going to do is we're going to have an if statement here, and we're going to check if this message was written by our user. So the mentions we know have an individual in them, so we can do is say if msg.author, right, so the author of the current message that we're going over, is equal to message.mentions.users.first, and now this will only evaluate to true if the user who is mentioned is the author of the message. And so what we can do here is now say msg.delete, and that just deletes the message from the history. And so I'll save this code. Now if I run it, say node index, and come in here and say !clear, you can see there's nothing, so it doesn't do anything. But if I say clear at ytbot, right, so right here, goes through, actually it doesn't seem to have worked. I think this may be because this bot is no longer on the server, as you can see. Here, let's try this, and I'll see if this is working properly. Clear at YouTube, and you can see it works. So the problem with ytbot is that because the bot is no longer in here, this isn't showing up as being a valid mention, and that's unfortunate because that would have been easier to test with. But either way, you can see it does work. And what we can actually add if we want is a function to show what's been deleted, or how many messages have been deleted. So in here, we'll define a variable, so we'll call it I, and we'll set this to 0. And then in here, every time we delete a message, we'll just add 1 to I, so we say I++. And at the end of this, we can say message.channel.send, and then deleted And I mean, you can do this in however many ways you want, but I prefer to do it this way. Another way to do this is to just go that, and then write the name inside, if I remember correctly. But either way, this will work just fine. So you can see we can now, whoops, write this inside. So we'll say I, and yeah, I think that's all I really want to do with that part. So now we can say at hello, you know, copy this and say it a couple of times maybe. Right, so now we have 4 of these, and so if we say clear, or sorry, exclamation point clear at YouTube, you can see it deleted those, and it should have sent that message back. I don't know. Oh, I never restarted the bot. My apologies, guys. So if I come in here, just write hello, hello, hello. It's 3 messages. Now I run clear at YouTube. Deleted 3 messages. So you can see that all works. And yeah, that was just, you know, a couple lines of code, and we were able to get all that functionality in. So I hope this has helped you in some way. Obviously, this covered a couple of things that you wouldn't know if you hadn't gone into Java before. It went over booleans, and then we also covered for each statements, basic ES6 content and syntax, and then also just some more of the Discord.js API. So I hope you enjoyed this. As always, feel free to subscribe, to share, to like, and comment future video ideas and your feedback. So once again, that's just me signing off.